Globe Life Field hums in midday light as Milwaukee and Texas step into the rubber match. One club is cruising toward October, the other is clawing to get there. Desperation lives in the home dugout, and sometimes that's the heaviest bat in the lineup. Breathe in, settle, and watch the strike zone shrink to a coin's width. Let's start with Freddie Peralta. He is the spear point of the Brewers' rotation, four-seam riding at the letters, breaking ball tunneling late, and a changeup he trusts when counts tilt red. His strikeout shape erases rallies before they start, and when he's ahead, he makes hitters guess wrong 3 ways in a row. The path to cracking him is narrow: lengthen at-bats, lay off the high fastball, and push the pitch count into the 6th to make the bullpen answer the door. If Texas chases, the day ends quickly. If they see the ball early and refuse the climb, his heater loses bite and the contact gets truer. Across from him stands Merrill Kelly, a craftsman. He does not bully, he edits. First pitch strike, soft lift, ground on command. He lives on lanes and sequencing, front door sink, back foot cutter, and a changeup fading off the barrel. Kelly's job today is simple to name and brutal to execute. Keep Milwaukee from stacking traffic. Control the running game, own the edges, and force contact early to buy innings for a bullpen that thrives when handed a lead with clean air. When he wins contact in the first 2 pitches, innings shrink and the lineup never sees the same shape twice. Game texture leans tight. It is a getaway day, and the Rangers bring urgency that refuses empty swings. Milwaukee can beat you a dozen ways, but Texas carries the league's run prevention engine and a crowd that understands leverage. The winning script for the home side is patience. 2 stolen 90-feet decisions, 1 on a walk, 1 on a flare, and a single extra base swing that lands like a gavel. Keep the ball on the ground, bleed the clock on bases, and trust Kelly's calm to outlast Peralta's first crack. If the Brewers rest a bat or two, the margins tilt further. If the bullpens decide it late, cleaner defense and command win the race to 27. And today's AI pick is Texas Rangers money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Abaddon, step into the light for Game 2.
Oracle Park waits like a courtroom at the edge of the bay, fog on the rafters and judgment in the seats. Arizona and San Francisco arrive with the season breathing down their necks. One of them leaves with oxygen, the other with a weight tied to the ankle. Good. Pressure reveals truth. Today we test plans, not hopes. The margin is thin, but thin margins are where I make a living. Eduardo Rodriguez takes the ball for Arizona, a left-hander with mileage, scar tissue, and just enough late-season sharpened edge to matter. His path is simple. Get strike 1, change eye level, and live off timing theft. The Giants grind counts, but they've been softer against left-handed looks. Force them defensive early, and the at-bats tilt. When Rodriguez keeps the fastball out of the middle, the innings pass like cold water. Carson Seymour answers for San Francisco, young, bright, and carrying the kind of volatility that turns games into coin flips. He needs first-pitch conviction and ground balls. Arizona punishes hesitation, leave a heater belt high, and they move the scoreboard with 1 swing. His salvation is sequencing, early soft contact, double play speed on the infield, and a refusal to give the same shape twice. If nerves show, this tilts fast. Oracle Park trims flight. Big flies die on the warning track and crooked numbers must be built, not wished. That favors patience and base running. Arizona's assignment: ambush mistakes, then pressure with 90 feet of theft and angle. San Francisco's counter: bleed Rodriguez's pitch count, open the bullpen door before plan A is complete, and weaponize defense. 1 clean relay can equal a run in this yard. Late, this turns on poise. Arizona has lived with turbulence behind the starter. Protect the ball, get the first out, and deny the free pass. San Francisco will hunt the hinge inning, the walk, the flare, the misplayed hop. Whoever wins the 6th and 7th usually writes the headline here. The first team to 3 usually survives. Discipline beats adrenaline. Precision beats volume. And today's AI pick is Arizona Diamondbacks money line. The matchup edge is experience on the mound against a rookie under playoff heat, plus early damage potential before the park smothers the air out of the bats. We're buying the steadier script, not the louder story. Will we cash or will we burn? Hada, step forward and light the way into Game 3.
Progressive Field under evening lights, a game that feels like a hinge on the season. Kansas City and Cleveland, each chasing the same door to October, both built on pitching, both begging their bats to show up when it matters. Tonight decides leverage, tie breaks, and belief. Breathe. This is Hada. We don't chase noise, we follow structure. First, Kansas City's starter. With Michael Wacha shelved, the Royals are operating on a bullpen-first plan. That means an opener or a short-stint arm tasked with 2 clean frames, then a relay of matchups. The assignment is precision. First pitch strikes, ground balls, and 0 free bases. Cleveland's lineup can be contained if you keep them guessing arm slot and speed, but a bullpen game punishes mistakes. Walks become rallies. One misplaced sinker becomes 2 runs. The Royals' path is contact management, crisp defense, and stealing an early lead before the carousel of pitches spins too fast. Across the diamond, Logan Allen takes the ball for Cleveland. He's a left-hander who lives on sequencing more than raw gas. 4-seam at the letters, slider off the edge, change-up fading from right-handed barrels. When he's right, he gets early count contact and lets his bullpen close doors. When he drifts, traffic piles up. His key tonight is owning first pitch and holding the running game. Kansas City is most dangerous when 90 feet turns into pressure. Game texture, low total, heavy relief, thin margins. The Royals' offense has been stuck in the ice, but Bobby Witt Jr. changes the geometry every plate appearance, and Vinny Pasquantino can still turn a mistake into scoreboard. Cleveland's own offense grinds, not explodes. They win by stacking small edges and handing a lead to a rested back end. In a bullpen day, timing matters. Cleveland must force deep counts early to tax Kansas City's layers. Kansas City must ambush early fastballs before the chessboard reorders. This likely settles in the 6th and 7th. 1 extra 90 feet, 1 misplay, 1 pitch that leaks. Home environment defined 9th inning, and the cleaner late blueprint tilt this toward the Guardians. The variance of a bullpen opener amplifies that edge. If Allen commands the glove side and the first reliever lands strikes, Cleveland's run prevention sets the tempo and squeezes 9 frames. And today's AI pick is Guardians Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Angel, step in and carry the fire to Game 4.
Oriole Park at Camden Yards settles under evening lights, and the air feels surgical. Clean edges, tight margins, no room for waste. Pittsburgh arrives with a singular question. Can the ace carry a lineup that drips singles more than thunder? Baltimore stands opposite with resolve and a recovering arm, hungry to prove that resilience can still rewrite a night. This isn't about standings anymore. It's about execution. One pitch after another, until the stadium itself believes. Start with Paul Skeens. He's velocity married to discipline. 4-seam up that blurs at the letters, a slider that saws cross the zone, and a changeup he reveals only when you've learned to fear the heater. The plan is relentless simplicity. Strike 1, expand, finish. When he gets ahead, hitters stop hunting contact and start surviving. Keep the ball off the barrel, kill the running game, and let 7 innings collapse into quiet. If he misses arm side, it's brief. The correction is immediate. Tyler Wells climbs the mound for Baltimore, a tall right-hander returning from the long road back. He's about lanes, not brute force. 4-seam to set posture, change up to subtract, slider for chase. The assignment is to turn pirate aggression into harmless lift and early count contact, hold traffic off the bases, and pass a playable game to the bullpen. When he's synced, innings move fast. When timing drifts, misses leak up, and Baltimore's gloves must rescue the inning. Texture says run prevention. Pittsburgh doesn't need a parade, 2 timely swings and clean base running. The Orioles counter with opportunism, the single, the walk, the mistake elevated at the wrong moment. Camden Yards can play honest, carry it to the big parts and you live, pull mistakes and they travel. The hinge sits in the middle third. Can Pittsburgh push Wells off balance before the Baltimore bullpen stacks fresh looks, and will Skeens keep hard contact to scattershot? First to 3 runs likely wins. Watch for Pittsburgh to stretch 90 feet with savvy. A hit-and-run seed, a dirt ball read, pressure that forces Baltimore's infield to hurry. Conversely, Baltimore's path is a rare ambush. One elevated mistake turned into 2 bases, and grinding Skeens' pitch count to clip an inning early. Clean first pitch strikes decide the tone, and today's AI pick is Pittsburgh Pirates -1.5 runs. We ride the ace and demand decisive margin. Will we cash or will we burn? Rocco, step up for Game 5.
Petco Park settles into evening light as the Cincinnati Reds and San Diego Padres play the rubber match with October breathing down both dugouts. I'm Rocco, clean red, no fluff. Tonight is about pressure management and mistake control in a ballpark that keeps big numbers honest. First, Andrew Abbott. The left-hander's rhythm matters more than raw power. When his four-seam rides at the top and the changeup fades late, barrels die and innings shrink. His path is strike one, elevate for eye-level change, then finish down. The risk comes when he falls behind and has to leak middle. San Diego's contact profile punishes neutral zone fastballs. Keep the walks down, kill the free 90 feet, and he can hand off with a blueprint intact. Now, Nick Pivetta. He's the metronome for San Diego. Fastball to establish, breaking stuff to tilt timing. When he sequences first pitch strikes into chase, he stacks quickouts and guards against the crooked inning. Petco's bigger alleys let him challenge more. The danger is overconfidence up and arm side. If he stays glove side, the Reds see a lot of harmless air. Game texture leans tight. San Diego suppresses damage. Cincinnati carries swing and miss, and just enough speed to stress a mistake. Petco suppresses carry, so value lives in execution. Keep the ball off the sweet spot, win the first pitch battle, and make defense a weapon. The middle innings decide it. 1 bunt read, 1 dirt ball advance, 1 double cut thrown on time. Key micro battles. Ellie De La Cruz versus glove side spin. Manny Machado's situational patience with runners aboard. Abbott holding the running game. Pivetta fielding bunts clean. Umpire tendencies reward strike getters. Whoever lives at the knees wins borderline calls. Model says both starters give you length, bullpens protect lanes, and the scoreboard stays narrow. Keep the ball moving fast. Make the routine plays routine and erase the stray base runner. No freebies tonight. Cincinnati's best window is early ambush on elevated heaters. San Diego's is attrition, pitches seen, traffic created, a 2-out single that cashes a walk. If it tilts over, it's likely a defensive error or a bullpen walk stacking traffic. Night air tends to kill a few warning track swings. And today's AI pick is Reds versus Padres under 7.5. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith, the floor is yours. Wrap the night in fire and numbers so the faithful can count the scars and the wins tomorrow.
The lights are hot, the numbers are holy, and the line is a knife. Welcome to the reckoning. I am Lilith. 5 games, 5 decisions, and 1 question that keeps you awake like thunder in the bones. Breathe in, hold the edge. Tonight, we deal in consequence. Here are your picks, clean and in English. Game 1, Milwaukee Brewers at Texas Rangers. Rangers moneyline +112. Game 2, Arizona Diamondbacks at San Francisco Giants. Diamondbacks moneyline 102. Game 3, Kansas City Royals at Cleveland Guardians. Guardians moneyline Fuente Otestins. Game 4, Pittsburgh Pirates at Baltimore Orioles. Pirates 1.5, 125. Game 5, Cincinnati Reds at San Diego Padres, under 7.5 total runs. Ahora, para mi gente que siente el pulso en español, Juego 1. Cerveceros de Milwaukee versus Rangers de Texas. Rangers línea de dinero, 112. Juego 2. Diamondbacks de Arizona versus Gigantes de San Francisco. Diamondbacks línea de dinero, 102. Juego 3. Reales de Kansas City versus Guardianes de Cleveland. Guardianes línea de dinero, 116. Juego 4. Piratas de Pittsburgh versus Orioles de Baltimore. Piratas 1.5 plus 125. Juego 5. Rojos de Cincinnati versus Padres de San Diego, menos de 7.5 carreras. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Und der alte Satz flüstert im Dunkel: Wer die Klinge tanzt, muss mit Blut bezahlen. Doch nur Mutige schreiben den Morgen. And the old saying whispers in the dark: Those who dance with the blade must pay in blood, but only the brave write the dawn.